Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Carpenter, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about why I like the Somaderm HGH gel. To really understand HGH and the benefits that it can give all of us, let me just use a quick example. If you had two people in an accident and both had the same severity of injuries and the same identical injuries, the only difference being that one is 16 years old and one is 60 years old, which would heal faster, the 16-year-old or the 60-year-old? Without exception, everybody answers the 16-year-old, the younger one, would heal the fastest. And my next question to you is why? Why would a 16-year-old heal faster? Obviously, they're younger, but what's the real answer? I would propose to you that the answer is simply this. The 16-year-old's body is working at an optimum level. And one of the main factors in that is their optimum level of human growth hormone. But what happens is as we leave our 20s and start heading into our 30s and 40s and beyond, we start dropping down rapidly in the amount of human growth hormone that we make. And a lot of people think that's okay, but I would say to you it's not, and here's why. By the time you hit your mid-40s and you're down 85 to 87% of what you were making as a 20-year-old, a lot of things change in your body. You start noticing things that you had no idea could be problematic when you were 20 years old. For example, you start noticing fat accumulating around the midsection. You start noticing your skin wrinkling. You start noticing your hair thinning. You start noticing things like you don't sleep as good. I mean, seriously, remember when you were a kid, or if you have kids or grandkids, just look at them and watch how deeply they sleep, how well rested they are. I mean, I picked up grandkids and packed them from the car and down the stairs and into the bed and tucked them in, even put pajamas on them at night. They don't even wake up. They're just asleep and seriously wake up full of energy. I have yet to hear a single child wake up and say, oh my gosh, I played so hard yesterday, I ache everywhere. That only happens to older people. And again, I point this out because I want you to understand it's that drop-off in human growth hormone that I believe causes the majority of these shifts that happen to us as we age. And that's why I'm excited about talking to you about Somaderm HGH gel. Somaderm gel is basically a transdermal way of increasing the body's own production, let's say, of human growth hormone. It's a homeopathic preparation, and a homeopathic is simply something that naturally helps your body adjust to whatever it needs to do. If it's working with an immune problem, it will help the immune system. If it's working with a rash on the skin, it will help the rash. And in this case, it's designed to help your body make more human growth hormone. Now, why is human growth hormone so important? Well, as we mentioned, it's the dropping off of it that causes most of the symptoms of aging. There's been many, many studies done showing that, for example, older people who have developed something called osteoporosis or bone loss is basically being reversed by just increasing their human growth hormone levels for a period of time. A great study was done at the University Hospital in Sweden on that very subject. And you can look that up if you'd like to. Certainly very interesting, but the participants saw a massive increase in bone density as a result of taking human growth hormone over a period of 3 years. Those benefits, however, lasted for several more years after they stopped taking the human growth hormone. Somaderm gel is simply a homeopathic formula containing a micro amount of somatropin, which is human growth hormone. It's the same exact hormone that's used in the injections that you often hear about. Those injections that people are doing twice a day to heal faster from accidents, to stay younger, to build muscle, to burn fat and break down fat in the body, and so on. As you take human growth hormone and, or in this case, the Somaderm gel, and you enhance your body's production of it, your body is regulating how much you are making. So it will, over time, optimize that amount, meaning that your body will start to function at a much higher level. Your eyes will work better, your ears will work better, your heart will work better, according to the researchers. You'll be able to see the wrinkles start going from your skin. You'll start noticing your hair getting thicker. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me and saying, well, it's not working for you, Doc. And you're right. I haven't been on it long enough, apparently. But what I am noticing is that my hair is getting darker. And it is starting to fill in a little bit. And it's a process. It's not an event. Like any hormone therapy, you need to do this long enough for it to really work. If you were to take the injections, they would tell you need to do it for a minimum of 6 months. I'm going to suggest you do the same thing with the gel. Give it a chance to really work for you, and I think you'll love the benefits. Now, there's a couple of other ways of increasing human growth hormone, and I just want you to understand those. One is that you can do the injections. Again, you're putting a needle in your stomach twice a day with a small amount of somatropin, which is human growth hormone. Another way of doing it is with the antecedents, or some would maybe call them a precursor. These are mostly amino acid complexes that have been found in a specific ratio to increase your own body's manufacturing of human growth hormone. Now, there's also intermittent fasting, there's exercise, specific diets that have been shown to help in some way and to some degree enhance your body's production of human growth hormone. What I love so much about the Somaderm gel is that it's much easier for your body to use it, for you to put it on. You put it on the thin skin areas of your body, like, for example, your wrist. You put it on the inside of the wrist, you rub your wrist together for about a minute, it absorbs, and you go about your day. And you do it twice a day, 5 days on, 2 days off. What happens is it absorbs very quickly, and that's the end of it. I put mine right next to my toothbrush, and that way I just put it on after I brush my teeth, and I'm good to go. If you're doing the shots, it's a little more complicated, and obviously if you're doing the antecedents or precursors, a little more complicated, because you have to take those on an empty stomach, and you also have to go 2 hours after you take them without eating or drinking anything but water for them to fully function. But they do work, and I just want you to understand that. But what I love about the gel is it's cost effective. You don't have to have doctors monitoring your blood every 90 days because your body is doing the regulating just like it was designed by God to do. Your body is taking this wonderful solution in and directly into the bloodstream and utilizing it to make more human growth hormone. In addition, the Somaderm gel has 2 other homeopathic preparations. One is for the thyroid, to support the thyroid gland, and the other one is for the adrenal gland. And those 2 glands, along with the pituitary gland, are key players in your whole hormonal structure. So hormones play a very important role. A lot of people don't realize that insulin is a hormone. They don't realize that melatonin and serotonin are hormones. These are hormones that happen to influence your sleep cycle. But let me ask you this. Do you sleep as good as you did when you were a kid? If you don't, it's probably because you have a hormonal imbalance. And if that's the case, going to the top of the food chain, going to the master hormone of the body and getting your body to make more of it should really, really help. So thanks for listening. I hope this has been helpful in helping you understand better why you could benefit from using Somaderm HGH gel. Thank you. Have a great day.